actually Thursday. I did not vlog on Tuesday or Wednesday.
And by that, I mean I didn't vlog all week. Oops.
So much going on. So much going on. So to recap real fast, as far as what we're doing in the classroom, my art ones finished up their Zentangles day before yesterday, and we have started our new project, which is making something called Picasso portraits. We are going to take the style of Picasso and create a little silly, messy portrait. And before we do that, we started today, continuing tomorrow, we are making color wheels. We are making just a basic color wheel. I'm gonna go grab mine. That looks something like this, where you have the secondaries and primaries, and then you show the tint and the shade of each color. Now, unfortunately, my yellow is being a pain. It's being a pain. My yellow does not want to make green with like 2 or 3 of the gallons of blue I have. It's just the different pigments are not working together. I think I'm gonna go, that's my last yellow, so I think I'm gonna go buy a new yellow gallon at Hobby Lobby, and with 40% off coupon, it should be less than $10. That's fine. Whatever. So they're working on that, and then next week we'll start our portraits. Art 2, we are doing our advanced Zentangle thing where they are drawing an animal and then putting Zentangles around it, or if their animal's big enough, they can put Zentangles on the animal. But somehow, the big requirement, and I showed them a variety of examples, somehow they have to include color with value. In the examples, some of them just had nice Zentangles, black and white Zentangles in the background, and then on the animal, they kind of painted it and put some value in it. Some students though, and I really like this. This is looking so cool. One of my best students in 3rd period, they're like, oh my gosh, it's looking amazing. But some people are just drawing the Zentangles in the background, leaving the animal pretty much blank, and then putting value in the Zentangles. It is looking so good. Like, oh my gosh. I hope that they are able to keep up their momentum, actually finish this project, because it's gonna be so amazing and a relief for them. I'm already planning their next project, and it's gonna be a lot simpler. They're gonna get a breather, and we're gonna do a simple color project, and it'll take like a week, so they can get a breather from them. Art 3 is just working on their perspective collages, and I think one person's done already, 1 or 2 people, and they're just moving along. They'll be done probably on Monday. So far classes are going very good. I myself have been struggling a little bit. Did not get lesson plans in on time yesterday. We had a meeting on Tuesday. It was our first electives department meeting. It went really, really well. I just pulled up a couple of questions, or I came up with a couple of questions like, what is your hardest challenge? Who are some kids that admin needs to know about, good or bad? What's one thing that would be a way easier with resources? Like, what do you need? What's going on? What do you need? Kind of thing. And then we had a really good, strong conversation. I finally got to actually meet and make a real conversation with my mentee. So we do 1 check for September. We need to do that 4 times a month is the requirement. And he came and observed me yesterday, and it went well, and he seemed to like it. Unfortunately, in that class, he had a bunch of the kids in his classes, and so they were talking to him and asking questions, and he ended up distracting them a little, but it worked. And the interesting thing is that he made the comment that some of those kids, they act very different for him than they act for me. And I think the difference really is the time of day, because that was 8th period when he observed me, and kids act completely different 8th period than they do most other periods of the day. Like even 7th versus 8th is different. Like it's nuts. So that's what's kind of going on. For the 3rd time now this year, the student schedule was changed. A problem behavior student schedule was changed, and they put the student in one of my classes for the 3rd time. And this particular student that they placed now, which is, he's in my 8th period now, 8th period is the worst time of day to have him. I had him last year, 6th period, and he doesn't do good in the afternoons. But and then plus I have another problem child in that class. And the first problem child they put in there is doing okay. He's doing fine. I can tell like he's not really liking it, but he's respectful. He does his work. He's trying hard. He's just kind of like, I don't want to do this. Like, he just doesn't like it. Which is fine. That's why he didn't choose it. But they stuck him in it. They stuck him in art because they're like, you gotta behave for her. Same thing with this other kid. Well, but this new kid's not gonna be here today because he's on the football team and they have an away game today, so they're leaving at 2:30. So I won't see him. Anyways, I am dragging. I need to figure out food for myself. Not like this second, but just food in general. I need to cook, prepare food. I need to have real food for lunches. I need to have real food when I get home. I cannot have shakes constantly all the time anymore because in my training, this week was the first week where I was really pushing ourselves, where every week we have what's called a hill run and a tempo run. A hill run is basically where you run somewhere where you can run up a hill that's 10 to 11% grade, which is a really steep hill. I just went to Texas State campus because it's all hills. But you run up the hill and you need to run up the hill at least 4 to 8 times. I ended up with like 8 times. And at the time I was like, I'm feeling alright, I'm doing good. And I used to run on campus all the time. But it's 2 days later and I have to go do my tempo run, which is a faster run, kind of. They say you're supposed to run 10 to 30 seconds slower than your 10K pace, which is what I've been running regularly anyways. Like even on my easy days, I run about that anyways, just because that's what my body does. And it's really hard for me to run like way slower on my easy days. And I don't feel bad because of it anyways, but that is what's going on. I need to, oh my gosh. Y'all. My drawer is overflowing. I cannot take in any new assignments. I have not done any grading this week. I even took home my laptop and my grading drawer last night and I was motivated on the way home and I was ready to go. I had a plan. I was gonna get some grading, get my lesson plans done, get as much grading as I could done. Nuh-uh. Did not happen. As soon as I sat down on the couch to eat dinner, and I told myself, "Would you sit on the couch? Might be a problem." And I just told myself, okay, I'll just sit there for a little bit. Well, like I do a lot of times, I kind of rolled over and fell asleep for a little bit, and then I was like, I'm not gonna do this stuff. It doesn't matter. The other thing I did last night that I want y'all to know, and I totally recommend this to anybody who is feeling overwhelmed and stressed, to help create that separation between personal and work life, delete your work email from your phone. I finally had to do that last night because I was looking at work emails at midnight as I was getting into bed and I was thinking about what's going on and I was like, oh. The only thing with that though, I did not do that this morning. I regret it. But the only thing is you need to make sure and get to work like maybe 5 minutes earlier than normal so you can glance at your email, make sure you're aware of what's going on for the day, anything you need to know. Now, that's not a problem if your admin does not send emails in the middle of the night, but my admin does. Both of them do. So, I love that they're totally doing stuff, but it's just like, eh. Okay, speaking of lesson plans, I need to go finish. I have Art 1 done, Art 2's about 2/3 done. I need to do Art 3. We're starting a new project though, so I can kind of think through it and figure things out. I'm gonna go do that, and I probably won't check in with y'all later. We will see. Okay, bye. Hey, I just had a quick thought I wanted to share with y'all. Guess where I am? Other teachers have Target, I have Hobby Lobby. My thought is a happy one. I have become to realize that I am the teacher that I've always wanted to be this year. Or this year I'm the teacher I've always wanted to be. And it is exciting. It is exciting to be this teacher because I'm the teacher no one messes with. Wow. I'm the teacher no one messes with. I am a leader. Admin comes to me with issues. I found it's super easy to talk to admin. Admin takes me seriously. Everybody in school knows that they can come to me with questions. The kids respect me, and they know how picky I am about being organized, and they keep my stuff organized, and they will even do things I don't ask them to do. Like, it is amazing. Oh my gosh, I am enjoying it. And I have some classes where it's super talkative, but they are so enthusiastic. Like, kids come to class and they really want to do it. And this thought started hitting me, well, it's been hitting me all week, but it started hitting me in my Art 2 class. Historically, my Art 2 classes have been very talkative and kind of hard to deal with. Maybe it's just the group of kids were immature or something, but this year, maybe it's the project they're doing, but this year, at least today, and most days they're like this, they were quiet and they were focused. And all my morning classes are quiet and focused. And my afternoon classes are focused, but they're talkative. But it's amazing. I love it. I'm enjoying my school year so far. Hi. Y'all are pretty. Oh, you're hungry. I'll leave you alone. Enjoy your dinner. Hey everybody, it is Friday. It is Friday. And I am feeling great. Y'all, today has been amazing. Oh my gosh. Since yesterday, I shared my thoughts with y'all about how I have realized that I am the teacher that I've always wanted to be. I now have my dream job. Things are going how I want them to go, and they will go, and if they don't, it's not the end of the world, because I can fix it, and it will work. And right now, I am on top of the world, and nothing's gonna get in my way. Nothing. And the kids can see that. They can see that I am confident, I am happy, I am silly. I'm always more silly with the kids when I'm happy. And so that makes them happy, it makes them interested, it makes them want to make me even more happy. And so they're doing their work, they're focused, they're having fun, they're asking questions, they are like doing so good right now, even better than they have been. Like, today has gone so well. The only thing is like my advisory, they're always like, it's hard for me to be happy with them because they don't do what I want them to do. And parts of our lesson today were silly, parts of them were like, nah. So yeah, it is going really well. I am having a really great day. The other part of all this too, and my best friend, the neighbor, she shared this with me, and this is kind of what I've been thinking too. Like right now, we're both in this mood of our soul is at peace, everything is right in the world, where we're supposed to be, everything's going how we want, and nothing's gonna get in our way. And that is exactly how I feel. That is exactly how I feel. Like, it is an amazing feeling, and it is so amazing to be excited about things. I slept so well last night. I went to bed at a good time, but I also did not fall asleep on the couch after dinner, and I went to bed like around 11-ish, and I actually did my night routine how it's supposed to instead of just random, and I woke up excited this morning, and I don't do that very much. And then on top of that, even with my advisory behavior being the topic we were talking about was planning. So I showed them, I flipped through quickly my work planner, and then I have my bullet journal as well. And I flipped through it, and they loved seeing my bullet journal and how I draw everything and all of the fonts and how creative and cool it was. So that was an exciting topic for me, just the second half of that class. They didn't like the last activity, but it is going so well. And oh, the other really good thing, so yesterday when I was sharing my thoughts, I was at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if I told you, but we were having this problem with paint. Like, if you don't have the right shades, right hue of blue and the right hue of yellow, they don't mix together very well. And it is their color temperature, whether it's like a warm yellow or cool yellow, and warm blue versus cool blue. If you don't have that right hue, they do not make a very good shade of green. And so yesterday, the blue and yellow that I had out to start off with the day were not mixing together very well. And it's because my last gallon of yellow is this warm yellow that's really hard to make green out of. And on top of it was like thin, cheap, old paint. And then, so I found a old bottle of blue in my cabinet that makes a good green, but it was so old that it was kind of moldy and smelly. And I was like, okay, we'll try this, we can deal with smelly paint. But guys, that smell was so bad. And I know it was mold for a fact because my whole face was like swelling and stuffy, and I could tell the difference when I walked out of my room. I was starting to feel a lot of relief, so I could tell that. And the smell like filled the room, and it filled the hallway, and it was weird because it smelled like hot sauce. So the kids were like, eh. And at the beginning of every class, I was like, the smell is the paint. End of story, no comments. And they were like, okay. They're like, whatever, they're excited to paint. But so I went to Hobby Lobby and I got a regular yellow, and it fixed the problem. And so now all of my morning classes we're able to actually make green, and their oranges are super pretty too because of that. And so this afternoon's gonna be good, and I'm feeling great because, well, my allergies are still kind of because allergens in the air right now. The season transition's kind of but I'm feeling a lot better. I can actually breathe, and my ears aren't popped. It's awesome. Guys, I know I keep rambling, and I'm probably talking like way too fast, but I am so excited. Like, this week has been so good. So good. I need to work on editing vlogs. I posted in the last one I posted, which was the week before school vlog, which I just posted a few days ago, and it was like a month later. Sorry. I kind of expressed like editing is the hardest thing to get to for me, because I don't make any money from YouTube. I've accumulated a little bit, but I haven't even reached the minimum threshold to receive one paycheck, and I still vlog daily because I like it, and so I have footage from pretty much every single day of school. But it is hard for me to get to editing. It takes a little while to edit, like an hour. My week-long vlogs, the last two I did, took me like 2.5, 3 hours to edit, which is not that bad. But I have to make time for it, and I also feel I need to be in the right mindset and the mood for it. Like, if I am just totally dragged down and I need to chill out, I can't edit. Or the edit comes out really lazy, so I just don't do it because I don't want my content to be horrible, and so it's just kind of lacking on the timing. I'm so sorry about that. But on top of that too, like, sometimes when I go home from school, I don't want to think about school anymore, and watching vlogs can be kind of hard because it makes me think about school. Although it has been nice, a nice side effect of slacking on editing vlogs is that it was nice for me to go back and edit that vlog the week before school started, because I could see my enthusiasm, I can see where my thinking was going, and so that's kind of nice to look back and kind of see, oh, I'm doing really good. Like, look at this person who's being confident and positive. So it's nice to have a third person's point of view of myself kind of in that way. So that's nice. But editing gets put at the bottom most times. And so I don't quite get to it a lot. But my goal, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it next week. But my goal within the next 2 weeks is to get on track with editing. I have tried for the last 2 weeks to do that, and so I've gotten a little bit better, but so that's my goal. My dream is to be caught up to where once a week I can film some short little helpful video, like a classroom tour, or showing how I organize something or how I manage something. So have that video, like 5-8 minutes at some point in the week, and then on the weekends, posted probably on Monday or Sunday night, have my weekly vlog, and I'm filming things where it's a lot easier. Like, I'll do an update once or twice a day, and yeah. Okay, I have 3 things to do before I can leave for the weekend. I have tons of grades to enter. I did some grading last night while waiting in the drive-thru at Taco Commando. I need to clean up, paint, and all the stuff from 8th period. I did not have a chance at the end of class to actually clean all the cups and everything like I normally would while people clean tables because they're being a little crazy. So I decided to just collect it and clean it when they're gone. And then I also need to check for Monday and make sure I have everything I need for Monday. Let's do it. I got my stuff done and I can go home and enjoy my weekend. I had such a great week. It is amazing. I had such a great week. Like I said earlier, I've really come to the point where I am the teacher I've always wanted to be, and I am having a really successful year. This week especially was amazing. There was one day, I think, where I had a few classes that were pretty but in comparison to how far I have come as a teacher from my first year to now, it's just like, whoa, oh my gosh, I am a different person than when I started teaching. It is so amazing. Another little thought, I don't know exactly if I said it earlier, but it has become cool in my classes to pay attention, to do your work, to be good at your work, to be enthusiastic about what we are doing, to be excited to come to art, to like art, to just want to be there and be cool. And art's the cool thing now. I love it. So I'm gonna go and enjoy my weekend, probably spend most of it at the clay studio as normal, and go run tomorrow morning. And I will see y'all next week. Hope you have a good one.